What's going on, everyone? This is your boy AshTheMan. Thank you for tuning in. So we're going to be talking about To the Abandoned Sacred Beast, Episode 10, Two Oaths. Now, of course, with the TV spot that To the Abandoned Sacred Beast have, Episode 12 is just right around the corner. So let's definitely dive into this. Now, this episode definitely is a big step up from the last couple of ones. The only reason I say that because I feel like it was just downtime and trying to get an understanding of how they wanted to end season 1. So with that being in perspective, we get to see Hank battle demons. Now this episode we get to see him being woke up by Nancy. Nancy kind of like explains the situation up until now what she had to go through. And you get to see Hank a little bit more emotional than anything. I mean, of course, in the last episode, you get to see him being a little bit more resilient to his incarnate form. But he did confirm that as he uses his powers, he is losing his humanity due to his incarnate. And he don't know if what he's doing is actually laying him to rest or what, is he doing is right. Now, in a sense, like we've been like following this series, both Hank and Nancy as like the two main characters of the story so far, to me has been lacking that other series, and maybe that's their way of building up to they lack to get an understanding of the characters later on. Because Nancy, of course, you found out that her father was incarnate, and then Hank later comes to murder him because he was losing his humanity. But later on, her father came back alive and she actually puts him down for good. So, but nevertheless, Hank battled his demons. Crying out for somebody to listen to him, and then Nancy kind of like coming on the battlefield when it looks like he was trying to sacrifice himself for him and Roy. And she ended up like telling him like, look, if you start to lose your humanity bad, I will pretty much lay you out, son. And that's pretty much how it is. Now, in the course of this, him and Rory gets into a fear fight. Hank coming on top, and he taking out Roy, with the usual bullet after he gave his, nice talk to the afterlife. Now, this episode kind of like definitely dived into Roy a little bit more than any other character besides Will. Like, I think him and Will has more of a like as a hit at home, and this is the reason why I'm saying that. Roy, we got to see Roy, like of course when he used to do the path, he was a frontline soldier. It seemed like his whole platoon got wiped out. Later on, he ended up joining Hank and Klein, and the elimination spot of the incarnate. And this is very interesting. We actually get to see them operate on him, which looked like some type of yellow substance. I guess is how they make the incarnates, because you see Elizabeth in there in her research jacket along with some other stranger basically operate on him. And eventually, he becomes, part of the squad. Now, as Hank kind of like reminisce on this, kind of like giving Nancy an idea of Roy, pretty much he was saying that Roy was like kind of like the glue of the squad, like kept everybody together, and one of the kind of people who was supposed to have, of course, but he just went on, and of course, the little comment he made about Nancy, like, oh, this is your daughter, she's going to grow to be a beautiful woman. In other words, when Hank said they were going to be good friends, Roy was going to be tapping those skins, let's be honest. Now, but we don't talk about what ifs, but overall, episode was pretty good this week. I'm content with it because it kind of like gives you of where their position need to stand for and what they need to do to move forward in the course of this. And also it gives a little bit of insight on more of a drive, not just only for Nancy but for Hank himself. Of course, with the main protagonist, he can't just have that same drive. He got to go through his courses, his transitions, his conflicts, and like I said, battling his demons. Being the captain of a squad and then having to kill them because they went, crazy is a huge responsibility. So it's definitely nice to see that. But I just want to thank you guys for definitely tuning in. I'll leave a comment, about this. Do you think that, Hank battled all his demons, or do he got a lot more to go? Subscribe to the channel and hit that notification button. Until then, AshTheMan's out. Peace.